Alright guys, it's Canadian and today we are doing another VOD review. This is going to be a placement match he is doing with his gold level friend. This is going to be a console Xbox review, which is fine. We don't mind if it's console or anything like that. If this is your first time watching one of these, I am Canadian. I do these VOD reviews about 3 times a week, going over Zarya gameplay specifically, like positioning, ability usage, stuff like that. If you want to see more of these Zarya VOD reviews, check out my YouTube channel. Obviously, I do them live on Twitch, so you check that out. Also, all that stuff will be in the description below. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, an important note is, in the past, I have a bad habit of explaining something once and then continuing to explain it over and over throughout the video. So I'm going to be doing my best to explain a concept in depth the first time and then just kind of point out when it happened again throughout the match without going as in depth. So if I'm doing it again where I keep explaining it, just let me know, people that are watching live, and hopefully we can try and get out of this habit and we can streamline these reviews. One last thing, I forgot to open Streamlabs. Look, right, like I said, right when I said I need to open Streamlabs, we have a Dr. Pandemic PhD with the follow. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for following. Hopefully you enjoy the stream today. So the game just started. We are in a poke phase. This is the best time to use barriers the best time to use barriers specifically for energy before an engagement happens. So it looks like the enemy team is going to be rotating to that right-hand side on Temple of Anubis. We haven't seen too much spam come out, but right there is a good shield on the Bastion versus the Fair. We get a decent amount of energy from it. This is a great cleanup kill. Yes, it is. So good job from our Zarya there to get some energy. I think the personal shield was a bit premature. If you look here, we have the personal shield cooldown ready, and Farah is not even looking at us, not even shooting at us, so we didn't need the personal shield here. I understand why we did it. He was expecting the Farah to shoot, but it's just good discipline to make sure that they are actually shooting at you, are actually looking at you before you use your shield. That way you can get the most value out of every bubble. Another good shield on the Bastion. He's just getting tickled by the Winston, so you don't get a lot of value out of it, but it's just kind of dissuading the enemy team from pursuing killing the Bastion. So this is a really good personal shield here from you. You go into the room, you're taking damage from the Winston, so now you decide to pop the shield, and you're getting value out of it. That was a really fast res from the enemy Mercy. 1 minute, wow. And a really fast tank mode from your Bastion, 60 seconds, but he gets taken down. Shield your Rhine, there you go. Yeah, 2 really good bears, right? Your front line is taking a lot of damage. They're really trying to, keep the enemy team in that room. Unfortunately, they do break out. There's 1 kill coming out. Again, 2 more good shields, right? Rhine is swinging. He's not putting his shield up, so he is being focused. Not focused, but he's taking damage. One thing I want to note is if you're playing Zarya, I'd recommend having HP bars turned on so you can see with your eyes if someone is or isn't taking damage. It definitely helps out a lot. So for example, we're shielding this Ryan and we get energy, so we know after the fact that he was taking damage, but you can just know a little bit more in advance because you'll see the health bars just, slowly, disappear. Anyways, like I said, good shields there. D.Va's shooting at us, so we shield. What was that reload? I think it was a 0 ammo reload, which is always what we want. Yes it was, so good job there. Focus the D.Va mech to build up ultimate charge. Now right here is when you want to use grenade versus the D.Va mech. D.Va gets ejected in a predictable pattern out of the mech, so if you use a grenade, so a grenade right now at 63, so grenade base does 45, so about 63% increase is a little bit over half, so I don't know, let's just say 30. So we're going to be doing 75 damage or somewhere in this ballpark to Baby D.Va. 75 damage is half of Baby D.Va's health, so if we have 29 ammo left, we can definitely just back up and hit a grenade on this mech as Baby D.Va gets ejected, and she'll take a bunch of damage and be at half health, make it that much easier to clean her up. Good bubble there. I like that you were looking for someone to shield when you heard the Dragon Blade come out. You just kind of whipped around and like we're smashing the button, which is fine. At least we got it on. I do understand that this is console and aiming is a bit different than PC. So good shield there. You got a bunch of energy and you saved your Symmetra's life. So really good. I hear Pharah is an absolute monster on console, and we're kind of seeing that a little bit here. Everyone's having like a hard time killing her until she does eventually fall down. This would be a great time to Graviton because Mercy just used Res. Pharah cannot escape. The main threat here is D.Va, so I'm really hoping you do grab and it does not get eaten, or you just kind of burn down the D.Va mech, stuff like that. Your Reinhardt is playing really smart with your Bastion. You know, wherever Bastion is, he just keeps going, so that's really good. Uh-oh. I like the thought process here. So I think it was a safe bet that Mercy was safe, but it was kind of hard to tell, right? If we go back, we can't the self-destruct is, where is it? Yeah, I don't think we actually had eyes on the self-destruct, so we didn't really see where it was. So we're just assuming we're in danger, our allies in danger, so good shields there. So far, I think we've seen, you know, decent Zarya play. You know, no like glaring mistakes have happened so far. Just a little bit more discipline with our shields. We've had a lot of really good ones, and we've had a couple not so great ones, but for the most part, it's been pretty good. Good kill there. I don't know why the Winston just let you walk up and kill him. He should have jumped away. Alright, now that you've killed Winston, you're in a little bit of a poke phase here, so you can try and get some charge. Good kill by the Bastion. Apparently, this Bastion has Pharah's number on console, so that's good. I'm really hoping you're communicating that you have a Graviton and that you want to make something happen with it. So your team's ready to follow up. You know, we see that they are talking, but for some reason it's not in the video, which is fine. I'm just going to assume the communications is there, and we'll have to see if the follow-up is there from the team. The red team is kind of staggering really hard. Mercy just walked in and died. The Winston walked in and died that one time. Lucio walked in and died. So they're kind of just handing you a bunch of advantages. There you go. By the way, there's a small thing here that you did very well is using your personal shield resets the freeze timer for Mei. So I think Mei takes 2.5 seconds to free someone. So hypothetically, if Mei has been shooting you for 2 seconds and you use shield, or let's just draw a bubble, use shield, she has to start over from 0 seconds to try and freeze you. So I like that you waited until you were like, oh, you're about to get frozen, then you redo it. And then you shield and reset the timer. So that was really smart. Right here, again, another opportunity to grenade the D.Va mech, but you are out of ammo, so I understand why you wouldn't here. Let's look at this Graviton. So D.Va's mech was busted, and this res happened. I would have liked to, you know, put a grab right here to just kind of clean up these two. But you kind of launch it a little bit too far, which is unfortunate. Like, if you had launched it right here, you couldn't have known this, but since Mercy is flying to D.Va, she'd also get sucked in, so then you have a 3-person grab, and I think Wall is down too from the Mei, which would have been, oh no, it's clearly not. But, you know, Mercy's not too much of a threat. She already used her Resurrect. I'd really want to kill baby D.Va so you don't have to kill another big D.Va mech. A great Earth Shatter from your Reinhardt. Let me just look at your shields in this last fight. So here's the one you just used. I don't think you had any. Yeah, which is fine. I didn't really see anyone in danger. So that first round was actually pretty quick. There wasn't too much to go over because the enemy team did stagger a lot. So it's just kind of a lot of the Zarya's team just waiting for a fight to actually break out. So just to wrap up that first round, you're playing pretty well. Your target priority is pretty good. I haven't seen any glaring reload issues so far, so that's good. You kind of whiffed your graviton a bit, so hopefully in this next round we see a better graviton. And like I said about your shields, you have pretty good shield discipline. Just a couple times you're shielding a little too early, and my recommendation to try and mitigate that is definitely turn on allied health bars. So right as the round starts, this is going to be a poke phase, so hopefully we can get some free charge here. So right now, there is just, look at all this spam coming in at our Reinhardt shield, right? Just like watch this wall, you just see it just constantly getting peppered. There was so much free charge to be had right here that unfortunately our Zarya player doesn't take advantage of. Definitely right when the round starts is a great opportunity to get some free energy, one rotation of shields. You probably won't be punished for it. So definitely a missed opportunity there. So the enemy team has a Roadhog, so now you need to be aware of his positioning and if he hooks anyone. So like here, so if he hooks someone, then you need to be ready with the shield. So right here, you're kind of in a difficult spot. Your Reinhardt shield just gets completely obliterated. So this is a good bubble here to try and help him out. Right when the shield goes down, he has time to walk around this wall and get behind cover. Because if he's standing here when his shield breaks, the enemy Roadhog is just going to hook him. So your shield did two things, or three things. It gave you energy, protected your Reinhardt shield just that little second longer, and as well as stopped an impending Roadhog hook if he chose to go for it. So good shield there. Oh, your Mercy got hooked. That's unfortunate. This Symmetra is completely overextended. I would say use some... Oh, don't let her get away. Okay. So on console, maybe I would work more grenades into your attack flow because all these like small nimble characters are kind of hard to hit. Like right here, when she's like in the air jumping, or when she's like in this corridor, you could have just launched a grenade in there. Definitely get the guaranteed damage. But it works out in the end. She does go down. Thankfully, you do secure the kill. I saw your Lucio get hooked. I saw that you wanted to shield him, so good mindset. Unfortunately, someone was in the way, but your head's in the right place. Oh, 27 HP. Oh, guys, this is a PSA. Thank your healers. From 27 back to full because of the Ana. I mean, thank your healers. They do so much work. Where was your shield? Your shield was when you got hooked. Okay, that was fine. Where was this shield? Oh, okay. This shield was a little bit preemptive. You really want to be, like, you're not really in a poke phase anymore because the two teams are in such close proximity to each other. You have one team is right here and one team is right here. Like there's really no room to poke. Like, it's either you're fighting or you're not. Or I take that back. You are fighting. There is no not fighting anymore because of how close the two teams are to each other. So that bubble we did, it seems like it's purely for energy, just kind of like using it for the sake of using it. We didn't really see any spam coming at Reinhardt, and they still have a Roadhog. So I'd like to see the player kind of hold this bubble in case Roadhog gets hooks, and really minimize how much that Roadhog can do by being a disciplined Zarya with these barriers. Again, we see another personal shield come out when no one was actively shooting at us. Let me just go back and double check. Yeah, so right here we shielded already, and Pharah is smart. She sees the shield, she chooses not to shoot. So again, make sure you see the spam on the screen either from Bastion or from the Pharah before you use that personal shield. That way you get more energy for your bubbles, more value out of your bubbles. Where did your Reinhardt go? Did he die? He died, okay. Like, that would have been a good time to shield. I want to see where this shield was. Like, this shield was great. So many people are looking at you. So many people are focusing on you. So that was a great shield there. And then, unfortunately, you're not able to get in cover fast enough, and she does clean you up. Again, right there, Bastion was shooting at us. We saw that. We used the shield, and we got the energy. Where was this other barrier? Yeah, Lucio, I mean, he's kind of in a bad position, so that was a good barrier to, like, because he like went forward all by himself, and our Reinhardt's on this side. So this Lucio is completely on the open. There's no shields. Um, Now we can't actually see people shooting at Lucio, right? And we back on this corner. All we see is that it's Lucio versus the world. And that's why our Zarya player decides to use this bubble, which then does give him a lot of energy. And while it worked out this time, your Lucio is just A, completely out of position, and B, again, we didn't really know if they were shooting at Lucio, but it worked out in the end. So it's a good bubble, but just be careful about assuming people are in danger for the most part. It's a fine line. Like if it works, it's great, but if it doesn't, you can get really punished for it. Oh, kill the Mercy. Focus the Mercy. Oh, that was unfortunate. So our Reinhardt gets a huge Earth Shatter. Definitely between the people knocked down, you want to kill the Mercy, because anyone you kill here, Bastion, Roadhog, Mercy can just stand right back up and res both of them. So definitely you want to kill the Mercy first. You got a Graviton off? Wow. So a couple things. It looks like, I mean, you A, catch the Mercy in the grab. B, your team is mostly here for the follow-up. And C, the enemy team doesn't have any shields. But doesn't look like it worked out. What happened? Let's see. Farah killed you and Anna. Somber is off somewhere getting the TP. So it's really Lucio and who else was on our team? Lucio and Farah are basically, Lucio, Farah, Ryan are the three people to follow up on this grab. And I know, we know where Ryan is. Lucio's kind of moot, and I really wonder where the Farah is. I think if Ryan and Farah had been able to, attack that Graviton, it might have worked out a bit better. Again, we can't hear the comms, guys, so I'm really hoping that right at this point, someone's saying, I'm really close to Graviton, I'm 5% away. And is communicating that they want to use it this next fight, but who knows what they're saying in comms. I think in terms of was that a good or bad Graviton, I'm leaning towards yes, because you had most of the elements besides maybe like an ultimate combo. You had your team there, you caught the enemy Mercy, they didn't have any shields. It's honestly just this the enemy Farah made a great play, and you can't really account for that in your Gravitons too much. Now, it is unfortunate. We see that Farah just gets her barrage. So again, if you have Graviton, make that known, make the communication known, ask about alt combos. Farah, I have Graviton, are you close to barrage? She will say yes or no, and then you can act accordingly. And like if Farah was there with a combo, you guys would have just obliterated that fight. Except, as long as Anna throws a grenade into the Transcendence and someone kills Mercy. They're running triple support, by the way. I didn't even notice that. Right here, by the way, just a small thing is when you are waiting like to regroup with your team, you as Zarya, you can still like poke out right here and try and get them to shoot you to get some free energy, with a shield. You don't have to, stand in complete obscurity. You can, try and get them to tickle you a bit, give yourself some energy, and that way you go into this fight starting above 0, and you'll have all your cooldowns back, no problem. Again, we see another shield come out when we weren't really in any danger. Let's go back. Were we afraid of the Roadhog hook? It looks like that was the case. I'm not really sure what the shield is on D.Va. I think throughout the whole game, this has been your worst shield. Like, D.Va is inside a room. She is pretty safe. We've seen many enemies standing, right here, right? There's Bastion, there's Roadhog, there's Farah. Right, here's Bastion, we saw Farah, there's Roadhog. So, like, who is actually going to attack D.Va, in this room? So, I think this is honestly the worst shield in the game so far. There was no reason to do that whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure our Zarya did self-shield in fear of the Roadhog, which is fine in most cases. You definitely don't want to get hooked. Good shield on your Anna there. It was a bit delayed, though, because the cooldown of you shielding the D.Va, but your Anna gets out, so that's good. Kill the Farah, she's so overextended. Good job dodging the hook. Again, I'm not sure. So here's the thing, right? The enemy Roadhog is right in front of you. The enemy Roadhog is right here. you have two squishy allies. There's really no reason to be using a barrier preemptively versus the Roadhog. Like, yeah, you're getting energy versus like this Fair, or not, that's an ally Fair, but wherever Fair is, you're getting energy, or the Bastion. But the thing is, like, anytime you do this now, this Roadhog's like, sweet, I can now just kill whoever I want. And this was just a tough spot to be in as Zarya, because you only get one barrier, and these guys are either going to die to, Fair or Bastion, or they're going to die to Roadhog. And since they can both self-heal, I'm way more afraid of the Roadhog than the Fair and the Bastion. He can run, drop his biotic field, she can sleep, drop her and bio grenade, but neither of those abilities is going to save them from Roadhog, so I really want to see you save the shield specifically for this Roadhog right here. How much energy we get for that? Like 5? 10? I think we got like 10 energy for that. By the way, this is a great example of when to use grenade. You're doing a good job beaming this Mercy down, but no, I can't say right there because you're at 0 ammo. Is there at any moment when she's in death from grenade range? Right here? No, again, 0 ammo. So you couldn't even use grenade, but in the future it is a great way to use it, but I completely understand why you couldn't. You didn't have any ammo. What was that? I think... okay, you were out of ammo here, so this reload's fine. Alright, so it is a victory. So I think that was at one of the quicker VOD reviews we've had in a while. Usually these go really long. So some final notes is definitely, again, on the second round, we saw the shield discipline be more of an issue than in the first round. A lot of times we're shielding preemptively, expecting us to take damage, or shielding an ally preemptively, expecting them to take damage. Definitely want to take away the element of surprise or the mysterious part of it, and just use your barrier when you know you are going to take damage, or when you know an ally is going to take damage. Your Graviton this round was a lot better than your Graviton last round, but I just wish the communication would have happened between you and Farah so that you guys could have had the Barrage Graviton combo, which is a completely devastating combo. Unfortunately, you guys did miss that window of opportunity. And, I don't see you use grenades too much here. I think you relied very heavily on beam. I definitely recommend trying to figure out a comfortable pattern to use grenades in your attack flow with Zarya, either to start off an engagement with someone, or to finish an engagement with someone, or a mid-engagement to mess someone's aim up. Grenade is one of Zarya's bread and butter abilities, even though it's just her alternate fire, but it's extremely strong, and I definitely recommend you use it more. Also, I said it twice already, but I think it's worth repeating, is to turn on allied health bars. The only reason we can see this health bar is because she's getting healed, but I don't think we can see the health bars of all of our allies. Yeah, if we see here, we can't see whoever this is health bar. So this was a pretty quick review. I hope it was helpful still, guys. Let me know in the comments if it was or wasn't. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch where I do these live, or get updates on Twitter when I am streaming or when new videos come out. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope it was helpful, and have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the right hand side, and if you want to see more videos, check out these two on the left. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.